Alrighty. Oh, welcome in everyone to the Stream Many Things. My name is Wheeler. I'm your host for tonight, and before we get started, we got a few quick things to get out of the way. First and foremost, if you aren't already following the channel, please do. We would really appreciate it. This is off. So that's not what it looks like. There we go. Alright, if you aren't already following the channel, please do. If you have the financial ability to, please consider subscribing. Don't forget that you can subscribe free once each month with a Amazon Prime account. You'll just have to re-up it at the beginning of the month. Follow us on our socials at StreamOfMT on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That one is free. And other than that, be sure to be on the lookout for other things that are going on, like I said, on our socials. Don't forget that you can share and donate if you would like to. Tonight there will be links going through chat. We are doing a fundraiser for Planned Parenthood. So if you'd like more information on that, you can do !rights. And if you are in a state where you are worried that your rights may be infringed upon, you can put in !safety, and that should take you to a website that gives you information on where to access healthcare that you as an individual have a right to. So that is what we're doing. There are some rewards for donations should you want to choose to do that. But other than that, we're gonna dive into this craziness. I don't know why it's not saying that we're live on the Discord, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later. But yeah, we're gonna dive into this. So what I think I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna do red, like closer to the body, then orange, and then yellow at the tips. And it's gonna be a gradient. So the farther away from the body is more orange and yellow. The closer it is, the more red. But that's what I want to do, so that's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and take this off. There is some paint on there because Honey painted some stuff recently. But I've got the 3 paints that I'm going to use. But yeah, we're going for a bit of a... I don't know why that wasn't squared. Hold on, sorry, I know I'm moving it around right now. Let me get it to where it's good. There we go, that's better. So this behemoth is going to go right here for now. Shake up this paint. We're going to start with the red. And I can't do the dry brushing that I would normally do with this because I have to be slightly careful. But I am going to use a bit of a bigger brush. And what I'm going to do is just kind of lightly hit where there are leaves. It should show up pretty well too. But it's probably going to take a decent amount of time to get done, so. Sorry, I'm hitting the mic with the, hitting the mic with the mini. On accident, not on purpose, not trying to give you... Hey, welcome in Billy and all the raiders. Thank you so much for raiding. I appreciate it. I'm painting this giant behemoth of a mini and having a blast doing it. We're doing it autumn colored. So we're doing reds, oranges, and yellows. for most of it. It's gonna be most of what I'm doing tonight. So thank you guys for coming in. I hope you enjoy. If you're not already following the channel, please do. We are doing a fundraiser for Planned Parenthood right now, in light of recent events. So if you would like to donate, really appreciate it. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out. Maybe most of my work tonight is just doing leaves. I'm going to never want to paint a leaf again. However, this color is like perfect. I'm trying to be careful not to get the branches, but yeah. Welcome in, everyone. Appreciate you being here. Painting this lovely, lovely Dargan. Might have to put my hair up. It's gonna be kind of hard to see just because of the brown. I don't know what that was. It'll tell me in a second. Maybe? If it comes up? Nope. I think it was just a delayed rain. Getting these leaves nice and red. And the red's like not too much to where it's taking away from the natural brown of the wood, which is really nice. Hopefully I can make it just pop a little bit more though, because it is definitely not showing up as much as I would like it to. But c'est la vie. That red's looking pretty good. Also, if I'm not responding to chat at the moment, I'm sorry. A little focused right now. Let me double check. Nope. I will hydrate for you, Billy. Don't worry. Good old hydration. Feel the hydration. It's got like a beautiful red to it. Kind of like it. Horrors of having long hair. So what I said I was doing with this, if you weren't here at the beginning, we're doing an autumn theme for this one because I think it'll just add a really nice depth of color to it. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with red and I'm doing with that as like closer pieces to the body or closer to the head, I should say. And then I'm gonna kind of gradient out and do like oranges and then yellows at the tips. It's gonna give it a really cool look, I think. So that's what we're doing right now. Starting on the reds, and then we'll get into the yellows, or oranges and yellows, after we're done with this. I am trying to keep some of that brown in there though, that way, again, it just ties everything together really well. You want to make sure that you keep some of that base color in there. Not too much so to where you can't tell that it is, you know, colored. So just like a nice little, it would be really helpful if I had a very like small dry brush I could work with, but I don't, unfortunately, so I'm just doing each little individual leaf, which, yeah, will mean a little bit more work for me, but in the long run I think it'll look really good. Yeah, a lot of leaves in this guy. It's gonna be a lot of this tonight, so buckle in, folks. I'm gonna do these orange just because I want to, again, mix it up a little bit with these. So I'm not gonna do all of the stuff red because I want it to have that gradient, but most, like I said, most of the stuff near the body, the head, is gonna be red. But I think it's gonna look really cool. And then for those of you who are here and hanging out, we are going to probably be doing a community Jackbox night on Wednesday. So if you want to come play Jackbox with me, hang out for a couple hours, it'll be on Wednesday. Should be a good time. I haven't been able to play Jackbox in a while, so. Honestly, I am loving this red so far. I'm so excited to see how this turns out. Done. Again, like I said earlier, doing my best not to get red on the branches so I don't have to go over them, because that would be a pain in the butt. But if it happens, it happens. Luckily the red is relatively dark, so if it does happen, it's not, you know, the end of the world. Thank you, Marijuana Enforcement Division. I appreciate it. They're like, we're making a task force for marijuana things. And I was like, no thanks. I'm good. Working in the industry is enough. I don't need to be a cop about it. Oh, now it says that we're live. 15 minutes afterwards. So far, so good. Again, I'm really liking how the red is kind of interacting with the brown right now. Where I can, I'm trying to dry brush it, so you're still getting, whoops, you're still getting some of that, that kind of brownish color coming in from underneath, which is really going to help, again, kind of solidify the color scheme of this. I was supposed to work on the base while we had time off, but we've been very busy around the house lately. Didn't get an opportunity to work on it, and I doubt I will get an opportunity to work on it tonight. I guess that remains to be seen. We'll see how much I can get done. The last bits that we have to do are the leaves, the eyes, the crystal in the chest I need to do more on. Really, that's it. Whoops, 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 whoops.
lot of stuff on the top I missed. Yeah, I'm doing my damnedest to make sure that I don't get any red on these branches. It is not an easy task. The leaves are so small. Oops. Oh my. Just trying to see if I missed any. We're making good time. This is where a majority of the tiny ones are, so spend a little bit more time here. Once we get to the wings, I'm sure Wobu to pick up the pace a little bit. Some of the spaces on here, it's like super subtle, but it looks so good. I think for the tail, I'll do a full gradient on that. So we'll start with red at the base and then work our way up to like orange and yellow. It's the back here. See where there are small bits. The beauty of the red, like I said, is it just complements the brown so well. So it really helps. Oops. It helps make it so that even if I do make a small mistake, it doesn't like detract from all the work that I did last time. I guess last week. Oops. Knew I was gonna get some red somewhere, I didn't want it. Sorry, didn't mean to bump you guys.
Hell yeah.
Congrats. Finding storylines is like so much fun to do. The party that that I just started a campaign for, I have like an arcing theme of like what's going on in the world that's going to affect them, but when it comes to like their backstory stuff, I still have to figure it out. But I love when things just like fit into place and you can figure things out like that. It just makes your life so much easier. Yep. That's why it's there. I mean, it's meant as a resource. A lot of people forget that sometimes. I'm not wiping you out. I just want you a little bit more pointed. I could use a better control brush. I mean, it's a good way to get a better understanding of the rule system. I don't blame you for doing that. I don't know it fully back to front, but you know, it I'm not going to say that it doesn't help to know it back to front. I would be lying. It's like, sure, you've watched how to play football and maybe you've like played catch before, but knowing like the rules and how to play is definitely going to make you a better player. Make sure there aren't any small bits, because I want to do the outside pieces first. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, is it's like it's a guideline. It's not like a you have to run the rules that way if you don't want to. That's the beauty of it. It just helps you better understand how the system works. You know, there's a reason that I'm pretty good at making magic items and making stat blocks. I've read through the monster manual and the magic items on most official, you know, rule sets and core books that come out, because that is something that I enjoy. I like making magic items. You know, I've seen people paint minis before, but I learned from Chris because I wanted to, you know, be better at it. I wanted to be good at something and be able to use that skill later down the line. just gonna go full one side first, and then I'll come back over to the other side of it to get those done. Because I feel like that's just what's gonna be easiest when painting just a massive amount of leaves. So like, don't get me wrong, it's looking really cool already. And I don't really have to do much more for this. Like, I could highlight the like each individual leaf, but I feel like one, that would just take way too much time. Someone was like, "Oh, I love the speed paints you do," and I was like, "I don't do speed paints," and I was like, "Actually, no, that's a lie. Yes, I do. These are basically speed paints. If I were to actually spend a decent amount of time on this, I'd probably screw it up. But I like the time frame that I have for these, so." This is just gonna look so dang cool when it's done. I haven't done the crystal yet, Kat. I was gonna save that for last, but I can probably work on that as soon as I'm done doing the red. Because all I'm gonna do for that is just do a little bit of highlight. Hello, love.
I wanted to show you.
Okay. Looks so good. I love it. The Jotty suit?
Yeah. The
The Genom? So this is, I got some red on it.
Ooh.
I don't know if you can see it,
Okay.
but yeah.
Very intense with a little blood.
Well, red leaves, and then I'm doing orange, and then I'm going to yellow. Well, this is as light as red as I'm doing.
I'm talking about the lighter orange and yellow.
Oh, okay.
Those are like. Isn't it 17 now?
Yes. I'm glad that you were able to get it, because it does look amazing. Yeah,
You look amazing.
thank you.
I got my neck cracked, and like immediately after she cracked it the first time, I was like, oh, my body feels so much better. Michelle says hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'll be in here. What? Thank goodness. Hard to get into these little areas to get these painted. They're so tiny. We will probably bump it over to Midnight Mondays. I am excited for August. I got the opportunity to play D&D, not DM, this Saturday. Oh, it felt so good to be a player. It felt so good to be able to flex my player chops a little bit. Woo! Yeah, we'll toss it over to you guys when I'm done here. Because I'm going to do what I can to get done on time. And if we go over a little bit, that'll just work out better. Because Midnight Mondays tends to start just a little bit past 7 my time. So just make it so that we'll go right until starts. That is not what I wanted to do. It's a little too much red. Wet the brush a little bit. Yeah. Timer on for the rights and safety commands that I've put in. If I miss a couple, it's okay, because, you know, some leaves are brown. Honestly, so far, it's looking pretty good. I do not have enough space. We got this because I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much space now. Just kidding.
looks like the blood of your enemies. And I was just like, I mean, don't all trees that have red leaves look like the blood of your enemies? That actually looks pretty good. Alright. Continue moving on down. It'll probably come across a lot better when I get like a good picture of it from the front. Because right now, again, the red is like blending really well into the brown. Because it is a darker red, but I did that on purpose because, again, I want everything to kind of solidly come together. I feel like this red just would be a good autumn, fall color for leaves. I have more red than I need, so I should probably paint something with red coming up. Thought I was going to need a lot. Was just not as much as I put on there. There shouldn't be anything that missing on the legs. There is one. That should be good though. Alright, so now we move on to stuff down here. Tail. I'm gonna do first a little bit red. So we're gonna go. These are gonna be red because these are still technically part of the body. I don't count the tail yet. Even though it technically is a part of the tail. Wee wee. I will. Thank you for coming out, and I will hydrate real quick. Just give me We will see you shortly. By shortly, I mean as soon as I'm done with this. Making sure I'm doing the ones that I want to do. Sorry, you probably can't hear me just talking to myself. It's okay. that's where I'll start putting the gradient in on that. So now we start moving to the wings. The wings of which are going to probably mostly be orange and yellow. But see how I'm feeling. I feel a little frisky, do a little bit of red. The other side. Do a little bit of red on here. Not gonna do it very far. Just gonna do it enough so that when you look at it, it helps tie everything together. Sure, there's nothing on the back. Do a little bit of the red on the back too. Paper. All right, that is gonna do it for the red. Now we move on to orange. Set it down real quick. Oh, let's see what we can do with this. We're an hour in. I think we'll be able to finish it. Really, after this, it's just highlights and detail work. Need. Wait, what's that piece of? Had a piece of filament that worked, I think, perfectly for this, but I don't know. That's right. Sure that I get all the red out of there. So what I just did was basically make sure that the gradient that I'm going to use is going to match with the color prior to it. And the best way to do that is just by mixing whatever color you're going into with the paint that you had going prior. So the orange itself is going to be fairly light, but there's going to be a small section of basically very like almost burnt auburn before it goes into the orange. And the same thing is going to happen when I go from orange to yellow. It's going to be like a burnt sienna / auburn color. But that'll just make sure that it actually looks like a gradient rather than just sectioning colors off. Now, the only issue is that it tends to be difficult to get the same color consistently. Also, for some reason the paint is just not wanting to stay on not sticking on the brown very well. Guess that's fine though. Again, leaves are brown, so it's not the end of the world. This one I have to be even more careful on because the red is not as present. So I don't have as much of a safety net on leaves did when I was just doing red. If I want to further this gradient, what I can do is I can go back over the stuff that I did with this and just do like a light dry brushing of the red again. And that'll bring the red back out from the color, and it'll just make the gradient pop even more. But we'll see if I decide to do that or not. Like I said, this is a little bit of a pain in the butt because it is just it's not sticking on the color as much as or the paint. And again, that kind of just natural look to the as the brush kind of goes over it. Leaves tend to look like that, so it is helping, but it's just not sticking to the mini very well right now. So frustrating. Beauty of some of these leaves is that they still have a little bit of texture on them from like how they printed, which I love because it just makes my job a lot easier. Sorry, I'm not talking as much. Like I said, it is painstaking work working on minis with this intricate of detail, especially at this point.
But if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask them in chat.
I am all ears. Well, I should say eyes, I guess. Can't hear you, I just see it.
Getting out of hand.
Without it being perfect, I just needed the front of it to be out of my face. lines in this orange, and then do a little bit of the brighter orange, and then the tips in yellow. Oh goodness, we are chugging along. Still got 45 minutes. I think we will have enough time, but that will remain to be seen. Just gonna happen. It's okay. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. It's not that fair. Hope you guys are having a good time watching me do this, though. It is a little annoying, but I am so excited to see the end result. I cannot wait. That is the joy at the end of the tunnel when it comes to mini painting, is seeing all of your hard work come to fruition. Watching the masterpiece come to life. Alright, make sure that I painted. Okay, so painted a little bit of these. start filming you guys again.
Yeah, it's gonna look awesome.
I am so excited.
Again, it's just this part that's annoying. Oh. Sweet. Now we'll go straight into the orange and do a decent amount with the orange. Still got. We are on a good pace.
be able to see some of that gradient, and it looks so good. So super proud of this work so far. Wet blending for me, just I don't know why it's like one of the hardest things to do for painters. I'm just for some reason good at it. It's like the one thing that I'm halfway decent at is wet blending my colors together. So I'm excited to turn this mini over and see all the stuff I haven't done. Getting everything. Wet the brush again soon because it's starting to get dry. I'm gonna jump to the other side. We're gonna just try and do both sides. That orange just on the tips. Some of these. Got very windy outside. Sorry I didn't see that stretch. I do now. I will gladly take it. Thought what song? Thought I knew what song was coming next. This rhymes. Luckily, I think I'm doing a pretty good job at getting all the leaves first time around, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm doing it in sections, which I think is why it's going so well. Yeah, chiropractor fixed me up good today. I fell when we were at the roller rink on Saturday, and yesterday I was just not feeling the best. My body was like, "You were broken." And went to the chiropractor today. I was like, "Hey, I fell," and she's like, "All right, let's see what's going on," and like immediately fixed everything. And I was like, "It's the benefits." The benefits of having a good chiropractor. Really?
I know you're streaming, but I just wanted to say that you're really cute and I like you.
I like you a lot, and I think that you are really cute.
And cute? How's it coming along?
I mean, it's coming. It's definitely taken a while.
I mean, it's a lot. Ooh, I love those oranges you started adding.
Yeah.
Love you.
I love you. Oh no, I hit those. Okay.
See what we get done tonight, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this. There's a lot. Did not realize it. Maybe a three-parter. Our first three-parter in Stream of Many Things history. We'll see, though. I'm just gonna keep working because I got 30 minutes left, but it is. Yeah, the jumpsuit is dope. They like saw it and looked for it, and they got the last one that was available. It was like amazing. Oh, legs. Getting blustery out there. Thank you. Slow but sure progress. not a very good way to put this, especially for the tail.
On a cold night tonight. On a cold night tonight.
Last part I'm gonna do. Little top bit from yellow, and now to continue with the orange. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get done with this today. But just gonna keep on trucking and see how far we can get. Around here that I'm gonna start putting the gradient of the orange and yellow together. I just want to get some more light brushing of the orange. So it should have a natural flow to the color, it should just cut off. I found that it did. I'm doing similar to what I was doing on the other side. Not that it needs to be symmetrical because it's a tree and trees don't necessarily grow symmetrical, but never hurts to have a little bit of consistency. Getting close to ending, and we're definitely not done, so we are gonna have to turn this into a part 3, but I'm enjoying the work so far. Oh, goodness. sure I don't get any on branches that I don't want them on. Make sure that's painted properly. I definitely missed some spots, but again, a lot of this stuff is going to be covered up. This is just me being very nitpicky about I want mine to be painted. So these two. These two. I didn't do any of this, but it's these two. It's the beauty of mini painting is you can be as nitpicky as you want because it's your art. Personally, I like making sure that my art looks good. You know, this mini may literally never see the table, but it'll definitely be put in my house. I want people to look at it and go, wow, that's pretty good. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. That's all of the here. Yeah, so then we're going to move on to the orange and yellow gradient, and then the tips are going to be yellow, but I mean it's looking pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and put it down for now. It is 7 o'clock. I'm going to put the yellow on the palette though, so at least I know that's where I'm starting next time. This is actually an orange. Yeah. Oh, I think I put it in this way because this is good. Maybe not. Here we go. Yeah, that is supposedly an orange. It just looks yellow to me. But what I'm gonna do is just start the mixing process. A slightly brighter orange. And hopefully that doesn't spill. So, that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Because it would take me probably another hour to get everything done. And this way I can spend a little bit more time on the detail. But, I mean, we got a decent amount done. We got the red on the back and into the orange. And now we're just gonna work on that gradient some more. Keep that red where it's at. Maybe put a little bit of orange on the ends to make it like dry brush next week or next time we
work on this, but I mean, it's looking good so far. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know I wasn't talking very much, but I do appreciate you guys being here and hanging out and being a part of this process. So don't know if our good friends at the compound are live yet. Nope, they actually just went live. So a few quick things to get out of the way before we finish. If you aren't already, please follow the channel. If you have the financial ability to, please consider subscribing. Don't forget that you can subscribe free once per month as a Amazon Prime member. Follow us on our socials at StreamofMT on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That one's free. We are doing a fundraiser for Planned Parenthood because of the situation that's currently going on in the world. I just want to be able to give back any way I can. So that'll be continuously going on throughout the month, actually the year. We're just going to keep doing it throughout the year. Let me make sure I'm doing it. So when you can, if you can, please consider donating and doing a fundraiser. There are rewards out there for those of you who are looking for stuff like that or would like something in return for your donation. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight. We're gonna go ahead and throw it over. It says that you guys are live, so we're gonna throw it over that way. I'll double check just to make sure. It says it's not live yet, but we'll throw it over to you as soon as we can. Like I said, it does tell me that you guys are live right now. Let's see if it'll... Okay, you guys are live. So we're gonna throw it over to the compound. Thank you guys for joining tonight. We're gonna pick this up next mini paint and chill and hopefully finish it then. So for me, I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you on Wednesday for Community Jackbox. We'll see. All right, have a great night, guys.